Desiring is so painful. Being attached to desires is so painful. But we really believe that desiring is the way to happiness, right? We really believe that life is all about what is the next thing we can desire to experience so that I'll be happy. But what if you realized that desireless being is the highest happiness? When we get even a glimpse of desireless being, desireless happiness, all of our desires for material experiences begin to go. They start to feel more superficial. It's not like life starts to fall apart or that we don't engage in action anymore, but all of our attachments to what I must experience, to what this life must yield to me, starts to go. We start to discover the source of happiness. You see, desired happiness is always in the future because it is an illusion. It never actually comes. Even when it appears to come, it is only real for a moment, and then it's lost and we are chasing it again. Desireless happiness is always here and now because it is real and true. Today, I want to help you truly experience this desireless happiness. That's what this video is really focused on. Because you can't force yourself to not be attached to desires. You can't force yourself to let go of desires. You just have to start to experience this inner desireless being. Because just by learning to glimpse that, your attachments will themselves start to go. It won't feel like you are doing something or pretending to be desireless. So please allow today's meditation to guide you into desireless being, desireless happiness. You don't have to believe in anything. You don't have to force anything. While this talk is being heard, just keep yourself open. Don't keep interjecting with doubts and concerns. Just be open and follow the message. Enjoy. As you get prepared and settled for the guidance, as always, the reminder is to get all of your wanting out of the way. Get out all of your wanting out of the way. That's really the first theme that I want to explore today with you. Want can really be of only the world. Wanting can only be of that which is perceived. So get your wanting out of the way. Because wanting is what blocks genuine spiritual exploration. The wanter doesn't want to hear this, but get the wanter out of the way. Don't be interested or invested in any of the wanter's wants. And do not even for a second take yourself to be the wanter, the desirer. The whole job of the desirer is to desire. Let the desirer desire. But your job is to be. Just be. And don't even for a second take yourself to be the wanter, desirer. You are not that. That is not yours. That is not you. The greatest enemy of spiritual exploration is wanting, desiring. The greatest block to your spiritual growth is what you think you want. Get it out of the way. The question, who am I, means nothing to you until you get your wants out of the way. Because the wanting is already happening on behalf of the assumed I, what I think I am. Only when you are invested in that image already can you have something that you want. Wanting is only on behalf of the person you think you are and what that will do for you. You cannot even pose the question, who am I, genuinely, until you are free of wants. Forget about forever. Just now. Now is forever. Don't get into narratives about, oh my God, I'm constantly lost in wants. Does that mean I have never made any progress in self-inquiry? Oh, I have to become free of wants completely, and then I can practice self-inquiry. Now, not later, not forever, now. Feel what it means to be without desire for anything. Desire is the glue that holds the ego together. You can run away from this truth, but it will keep chasing you until you acknowledge it. If you wish to grow spiritually, you cannot be afraid of desireless being. The mind has all sorts of ideas about what your life will look like if you start practicing this. But what if I say that what your life looks like on the surface doesn't have to change a bit? But even if it does, who is so concerned or afraid? Please see that it is only the wanter who wants life to be a certain way and not the other. You can continue to choose to identify with that, but that is the greatest block to spiritual growth. Your idea of how things must be, should be, should not be. You can't get rid of desire. Your desire will itself start to melt away when you meditate and you give yourself moments where you are absolutely empty of all wanting. If you keep even wanting in meditation, then of course this will not happen, which is why meditation is the period of your day where you are allowing yourself, giving yourself the gift of letting go of all desiring. Then a power will itself work through you and reveal to you that the desire for conditions, desire for objects, is just not worth it and leads to no fulfillment, only more desire, and that it blocks all spiritual growth. So you can't get rid of desire, you can only meditate, and the transformation happens by itself. And your desire for things, for conditions, for pleasure for wealth, for people, for future will start to get refined. Refined into the desire for truth, God, self, knowledge. And even this desire, it brings you to the meditation, but once you enter the meditation, it has to be left at the door. Even this desire, you let go of when you meditate. The desire for self, truth, God will bring you to the doorstep of self, truth, God. But if you want to enter, you have to leave the desire because desiring keeps you personal and you cannot know truth, self, God as a person. The person is the veil. The belief, I am so and so, is the veil. And this veil is held together by desire. Feel what it means to be without wanting. The mind that is desiring is being observed by that which does not desire. From where do you see the mind? Are you not the knower of mind? What exactly is that self that knows the mind? Rest as that, be that. Are you not seeing the mind from a place that is subtler than the mind? Be yourself. Mind is always desiring, judging, hoping. But you see the mind. As what do you see the mind? Even the mind thinking about the answer to this question is seen by that which is prior to it, subtler than it. You are that which sees the mental activity. Who are you? All activities of the mind are known. Why so focused on the known? Notice the knower. Notice the very fact of knowing happening spontaneously without effort. Knowing is not thinking. Thinking is being known. This knower, this knowing cannot be found. Don't try to find it as something that can be known. Anything that can be known, there you go. It is known by that which knows. Notice the very fact of knowing. Thinking will not help you here. Thinking is known. This knowing, this knower cannot be found. But you know you are that which knows. You are the knowing, you are the knower. Whatever that may be, it cannot be found. It's not an experience. You are that here and now. You are not what you know. You are not the mind that is known. You are not the body that is known. You are not the world that is known. This is an experience appearing, known, being seen to change. You keep taking shape as thinking, analyzing, person. Let go of taking any form, any shape. All forms, all shapes are known. You are the knower only. The knower has no shape or form. You are not going to become that after 5 years of meditation or after the 10-week course. You are that now. But you have to stop taking yourself to be what you are not. Stop investing so much reality into what you are not. This whole life you think you're living is a dream, nothing else. It's not that important either. Whatever mind thinks about this teaching is known. Don't be so interested in what the mind is saying. Acknowledge the fact that anything the mind could be saying is seen. Let what the mind says be totally unimportant. Revel in the fact of seeing. Notice that you are. You are aware. Be aware that awareness is. Pursue your entire spiritual journey with this one benchmark rule. You are that which is aware. You are not what you are aware of. You are that which is aware. This is a fact. Cannot be debated, cannot be doubted. You are that which is aware, and whatever you are aware of, it is all a passing experience. You are not that. Every moment, experience changes. You are not the world that is appearing. You are not the body. You are not the mind. Stop taking yourself to be that and investing so much reality in that and importance in that. Now invest importance in awareness, being, because awareness is I am aware. It is the only truth. Everything else is a concept. You discern in this way, and then everything you do not understand yet, you come to understand. What you seek, you start to find yourself as. Again, what you seek, you start to find yourself being that. You can open your eyes when you're ready. One thing I would like to end this guidance by sharing with you or showing you is that desire ring will keep you focused, fixated, identified with the realm of change. Desire ring can only be of the perceivable objects. You can only desire things. Desire keeps our focus outward in the realm of name and form, illusion. As we mature in the spiritual journey, our desire has to become inward turned. Just this whole energy has to become inward turned. This we call self inquiry, contemplating the knower instead of the known. How can you know this when your entire life is just fixated and obsessed with this? You know? If you don't resonate with this teaching, that is fine. Nobody can convince you of this. You know? That's okay. Continue to desire. But because we very earnestly gather here for the sake of truth, to contemplate these things and talk about these things have to be mentioned. Some, might find this like this reluctance within to face this teaching because perhaps that power of desiring hasn't burnt out yet, or that desiring does feel legitimate and that the desire for experiences still feels like it has the legitimate promise of bringing you lasting happiness. In that case, continue to desire and observe your entire life. And see if it brings any lasting fulfillment, and see if it allows you to grow in the understanding of who you truly are. And then if you find yourself miserable in the realm of the world, because in desire, nobody can be happy. That is the funny thing about desire. It promises happiness, but it keeps you eternally miserable. So see yourself being miserable, observe yourself being miserable, regardless of when you have what you want or don't have what you want. There's always something missing. And observe that it is making this stuckness in your spiritual quest. Then the motivation to practice this teaching will come in. The only attitude towards life for any genuine, earnest seeker of truth is surrender, is acceptance of what comes, of what goes. All your desires become superficial. God's will takes its place. You will find yourself at some level running away from this. Just observe. I ran away from this teaching for so long, and I still sometimes do. I find myself still sometimes running away from this, but it is a truth I keep coming across again and again and again. So there's no capacity to know this, to grow in on the understanding of that which is subtler than realm of form and name, if your entire energy is invested in the realm of name and form. Okay. So if this message resonates, practice. Yeah. So before you go today, I highly encourage you to join us in our free self-inquiry support group. Over there, you can connect with our community and you can access my self-inquiry mini course, my self-inquiry guide, and my self-inquiry breakthrough class. And if you are looking for more help with this, I also wanted to let you know that I'm running a 10-week self-inquiry course. It's called Self-Inquiry School. It's my school where I guide you into this deeper realization of your true nature day by day by day. So you experience a structure of this practice, which you can just simply follow and grow your practice with each passing day. Over there, we also do live meetings, online retreats, meditations, all that good stuff. So I'll link everything down below. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope it helped you in your journey. If you have any questions, you can post them in the comments below. I do try my best to respond to as many as I can. That's all for today. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.